Arun Jaitley too has hit out over the issue in an interview to NDTV's Rahul Srivastava. The BJP leader says he is forced to clarify the government is spreading misinformation about the BJP support to the bill on criminal netas and that the BJP never changed its stand as the government is now claiming.
Mr. Jaitley, do you agree with the government argument that you all had said an emphatic yes to a law?
Well, the government is living in denial if it thought that the BJP was going to support this law. The all-party meeting, on this issue, various options were discussed. After the options were discussed, Mrs. Sushma Swaraj was given to understand that these would be referred to the standing committee. Somebody asked me if an ordinary legislation could be valid, and I had said no, it won't be. You'll probably need to amend 2 provisions of the Constitution. That was purely a legal opinion. On 15th August, while walking down from the Red Fort, the Law Minister informed me that he had prepared a constitutional amendment. I clearly told him in the presence of the Finance Minister that in order to enable convicted MPs to continue to be lawmakers, should India amend the Constitution? On the 30th of August, when he introduced this bill, the BJP officially opposed through Mr. R. Ramakrishna in the Rajya Sabha. In the evening of 2nd, Mr. Sibal came to Mrs. Sushma Swaraj's room, and in Mrs. Sushma Swaraj's room, he and I had a detailed argument on the unconstitutionality of this bill. Subsequently, when the session was extended from the 6th to the 7th of September, we officially told the government that we will want this to be referred to a standing committee and we are not in favor of passing this. On the 7th morning, the government informed us that it is being referred to the standing committee.
There was no bill or something as tangible
as a bill. There was nothing on the table. There was not even the judgment of the Supreme Court on the table. There was not even a draft bill on the table. So where is the question of BJP giving consent?
Now, Jaitley also said that Rahul Gandhi's outburst against the ordinance has destroyed the government's credibility. Speaking to Rahul Srivastava, Arun Jaitley was also critical of the Prime Minister and said that the Prime Minister is the natural leader of his party. But in this case, it's a tragedy that the Prime Minister is not the master of what his party says.
From the setback of Rahul Gandhi coming out, speaking against the bill, calling it a nonsense, suddenly we find that the Congress is trying to derive some kind of a credit for Rahul Gandhi. It is he eventually who stopped the ordinance.
Well, I think it's a lose-lose situation and not a win-win situation. If Mr. Gandhi's objection was based on ethical considerations, it should have come on day 1. It came 1.5 months too late. And in the process completely destroyed the credibility of the government. Has this ordinance been withdrawn because of its immorality or because of its unconstitutionality? No. It's being withdrawn because the family decided to overrule the government.
Now that you are saying that the family decided to overrule the government, what do you have to say when on board his aircraft, Air India 1, the Prime Minister says that I'm not the master of what people say and I will try to find out why it had to be done in this manner?
Well, that's a tragedy that the Prime Minister is not a master of what his own party says. The Prime Minister must be the last word in the government. He must be the last word in the party. He must be the natural leader of the party. And therefore, if he can't control his party and the party has the authority to overrule him, I'm afraid Indian governance will suffer.